You've probably been eating avocados for years, believing they're one of the healthiest foods on the planet, and for most people, they are. But what almost nobody talks about are the mistakes that can turn this so-called superfood into a problem, especially after age 60. As we get older, our kidneys, digestive system, metabolism, and even our response to medications change. Foods that were harmless at 40 can affect the body very differently at 60, 70, or beyond. Today we're covering 10 avocado mistakes that many older adults make without realizing it, and some of these could have serious consequences. Let's start with the most common one. Mistake number 1, ignoring potassium levels. Avocados are loaded with potassium, which helps regulate blood pressure and heart function. But if you're over 60, have reduced kidney function, or take medications like lisinopril or losartan, too much potassium can become a real concern. High potassium levels can lead to fatigue, muscle weakness, irregular heartbeat, and in severe cases, dangerous heart rhythm problems. The takeaway isn't to avoid avocados. It's to know your kidney health and understand how your medications affect potassium levels. Mistake number 2, pairing avocados with the wrong foods. Many people assume avocado toast is automatically healthy. But what matters is what goes with the avocado. Avocados slow digestion because they're rich in healthy fats. That's helpful in many situations. However, regularly combining avocado with highly refined carbohydrates, such as white bread, pastries, or sugary drinks, may work against blood sugar control in people who are already insulin resistant. A better strategy is pairing avocado with vegetables, eggs, fish, chicken, or other protein-rich foods. The avocado isn't the problem. The combination often is. Mistake number 3, eating underripe avocados. Not all avocados are equal. Underripe avocados contain compounds that can be harder to digest and may trigger bloating, cramping, or stomach discomfort in sensitive individuals. This becomes more important after 60 because digestion naturally slows and enzyme production decreases. A ripe avocado should feel slightly soft when gently pressed and have a creamy texture throughout. Patience can save your stomach a lot of trouble. Mistake number 4, storing cut avocados too long. Many people cut an avocado, eat half, and leave the rest in the refrigerator for several days. That's where the risk begins. The outer skin of an avocado can carry bacteria. When you cut through it, those bacteria may be transferred into the flesh. For older adults, whose immune systems may not be as strong as they once were, foodborne illness can become much more serious. Store cut avocado properly and try to eat it within 24 hours whenever possible. Mistake number 5, overlooking medication interactions. If you're taking warfarin or other blood-thinning medications, consistency matters. Avocados contain vitamin K, which plays a role in blood clotting. Suddenly increasing or decreasing your avocado intake can affect how certain medications work. The key is not avoiding avocado altogether. It's maintaining a consistent intake and discussing any major dietary changes with your healthcare provider. Those first 5 mistakes are surprisingly common, but the next 5 are even less known, and some of them may completely change how you think about avocados. Mistake number 6, ignoring signs of an avocado allergy. Many people assume food allergies appear in childhood. Not always. Some adults develop reactions later in life, especially after years of exposure to environmental allergens. If avocado causes tingling, itching, or irritation in your mouth or throat, don't ignore it. This may be a condition known as oral allergy syndrome. For most people, it's mild, but it's worth discussing with your doctor if symptoms continue. Mistake number 7, mixing avocados with certain medications. This mistake is uncommon but important. Very ripe avocados contain tyramine, a naturally occurring compound that can interact with MAOI medications used for certain forms of depression and neurological conditions. In susceptible individuals, the interaction can trigger dangerous spikes in blood pressure. If you're taking an MAOI, dietary restrictions aren't optional. They're part of the treatment plan. Mistake number 8, assuming healthy foods are risk-free. Avocados contain plant sterols, compounds generally associated with heart health. However, a small number of people have a genetic condition that causes plant sterols to build up in the body instead of being properly processed. For these individuals, excessive intake may contribute to cardiovascular problems. This doesn't apply to most people, but it's another reminder that nutrition is never one size fits all. Mistake number 9, eating too much. This may be the most common mistake of all. Because avocados are healthy, many people assume portion size doesn't matter. But a medium avocado contains around 240 calories, mostly from fat. Healthy fat is still calorie-dense, and after age 60, metabolism naturally slows, while calorie needs decrease. A reasonable serving is often 1/3 to 1/2 of an avocado per day, rather than several whole avocados. Health benefits come from moderation, not excess. Mistake number 10, treating avocados like medicine. This final mistake is bigger than avocados. Many health trends convince people that a single food can solve complex health problems. But no food, not avocado, blueberries, olive oil, or anything else, can replace proper medical care, medication management, exercise, sleep, and an overall healthy lifestyle. Avocados can support good health. They cannot substitute for it. So what should you take away from all of this? Not fear. Avocados remain one of the most nutritious foods you can eat. They provide healthy fats, fiber, vitamins, minerals, and compounds that support overall wellness. The goal is simply to eat them intelligently, know your medications, understand your kidney health, pay attention to how your body responds, watch portion sizes, and remember that even healthy foods work best as part of a balanced lifestyle. Because after 60, health isn't about finding one perfect food. It's about making consistently smart choices that work for your unique body. And that's the difference between following health trends and building lasting health.